Now, correct me if I'm wrong, okay? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought that y'all were saying that you were hearing a sound of victory.
I hear a sound of victory.
You thought you were hearing a sound of victory? It's time to get your ears checked.
I know your nigga wanna take a lot of this. I always got the nigga begging for just one kiss. I know your nigga wanna take a lot of this. I always got the
Now, y'all already know I don't know much about sports. I don't know much about baseball, but what I do know is that when it comes to them strikes, 3 strikes.
Strike and strike and strike.
And you're out. Actually, y'all done had a lot more than 3 strikes. I'm so happy to get your ass out of here. Like I said in my description box, I'm not ecstatic or jumping from wall to wall like Chris Brown, because Mr. Nothing Would Fundamentally Change is now going to be in the White House. I saw Trey Melvin tweet that now we're back to just regular racism. So, you know, I'm not ecstatic about that. I also have a few choice words for the Democratic Party at the end of this video, because y'all have really tried it. I mean, y'all always do. But what I'm really happy about, the main thing I'm happy about, is that we're getting Trump's ass out of here, and I'm coming for the cabinet, okay? I have a few words for the cabinet as well. Ben Carson included, a lot of y'all girls. We're gonna get to y'all in a minute, but first I just want to say that for America to be this developed, y'all, this election shit is garbage. Ain't no way it should be easier for an astronaut on the ISS to vote than the working class black people that are sitting on planet Earth. Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We're living in modern times, and it seems like people have to go get a feather and some ink to go vote when we're living in the age of modern technology. The fuck wrong with America, girl? She will send people to the moon, she'll send bombs overseas, but if it comes to your vote, Miss Mama, she's gonna suppress that shit. And that's a lot. While people are shading the southern states and shit, it's just like, how did y'all go from like, oh girl, you know, we know all about voter suppression. How did y'all go from that to shading the fucking the southern states? It didn't make no sense. It didn't make any sense. But I just want to say that y'all need to get this shit completely on together. The second thing, before we get to the cabinet, because I can't wait. The second thing is that we have to resist, because corporate America, mainstream media, is going to try and create all types of redemption arcs for these girls. I'm talking about from Melania. We saw what they did to fucking Sean Spicer, put his ass on goddamn, what is it, Dancing with the Stars? We have to resist, because they're going to try and milk this shit. They're going to have book deals all to tell all, even though they don't want to tell all while we was heading straight toward a goddamn dictatorship. We have to resist the urge to want to give these bitches redemption arcs. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve, I mean, and that's why I'm dragging the Democratic Party. Even Joe Biden, for his ass even getting the White House, talking about, oh, we gotta kiss Republican ass. Nancy, I'm gonna get on your ass too. Reach across the aisle. No, bitch, if they reach across the aisle, we're gonna have to chop them fucking fingers off. It is what it is. Like, Joe said that we cannot treat these people like enemies, and I beg to differ. White supremacist ass crazy motherfuckers, they are enemies. Okay, they are enemies, and the reason why we're in this shit in the first place, because y'all want to sit down and sing kumbaya with their asses. Now, before I get to the cabinet real quick, I think the House still are maintaining a Democratic majority. I don't think we're getting the Senate, especially since the girls in Kentucky, like I said in my live stream, the girls in Kentucky wanted to keep the turtle, the walking, talking turtle, okay? It's giving snapping, it's giving mutant ninja, it's giving tortoise, okay? You see what I'm saying? I mean, Mitch McConnell really looks like if the Night King came and went to an estuary, maybe he went to somebody's Everglades or some shit, and he did a little bit hocus pocus trick and literally raised some dead ass turtles from the grave, okay? Over it, y'all kept his ass there, we ain't getting to Senate, so that's what's going on with that. The cabinet, let's get to this cabinet, girl. We are switching out, okay? So the president has the power to appoint these people who are sitting on his goddamn cabinet. The first one, here comes, here comes, girl, hold on for a second. Here comes Betsy Devil. There goes Betsy Devil. Look at Betsy, girl. You look shocked. I am shocked as well that your ass managed to hold on to your position for as long as you did. We're trying to get your ass out of here, Miss Betsy ass, from trying to refuse judges' orders to forgive loans, all types of shit that you were trying. I don't understand. You were literally licking the asshole of corporations and not actually trying to help the students. You didn't have no experience in education anyway, Miss Mamas. We're getting your birds of a feather flock together. We're getting your beak shape head ass on out of here, woodpecker, pelican, seagull, pigeon. We're getting your ass out of here. Bill Barr, you look as bored as I do. You look as tired and bored as I was. When I saw that your ass was going to be somebody's attorney general. I'm not sure why you thought it was okay to be the president's personal lawyer when you're supposed to be a law official for the whole goddamn country. He literally weaponized the Department of Justice thanks to your dumb ass. But I'm so happy that you're going to be escorted off the premises, hopefully. Mike Pompeo, same thing for you. You over here, the Secretary of State. It seems like you were the Secretary of the State of Donald Trump's fucking balls, because that's exactly where you were, licking them all over, all across town, all through DC. You could not separate from dear leader, but now the American people have apparently separated you from your job and him as well. Mark Meadows, you're the chief of staff. Word on the street is that you were trying to hide the fact that you got coronavirus, Miss Mamas. You were trying to tell everybody keep it quiet, but it still got out because y'all, as usual, are reckless not only with your own health, with the health of the people who work next to you, with you in these government buildings, but you're also reckless with the health of millions of Americans, and we're very happy to escort your tired Grim Reaper Hades underworld looking ass. We're so happy to get you out of here, all right? And last, but definitely not least, this is the last cabinet member I want to talk about. Mr. Ben Carson, you are especially heinous, and I'm not talking about SVU or anything like that, especially heinous. Because for your midnight hour built ass, I'm talking about you dark as me sitting up there talking about, this is a quote from Ben Carson. Many on the other side love to incite division by claiming that President Trump is a racist. They could not be more wrong. And we already saw President Trump literally jack off the Proud Boys in front of everybody. It's just like, you are such a disappointment. I knew that I was gonna have to drag the shit out of your corny ass. You know what I mean? Your hairline running from your breath. I knew I was gonna have to drag your ass when you were using $31,000 of taxpayer money to sit over here and buy somebody's fucking dining set to put in your office. $31,000 table. Really? Dining set? Sitting around here in somebody's whole car. Having dinner on somebody's car. You know what I mean? Sit your ass down. Half the time we don't even buy cars that are that expensive. Sit your ass down. We are so happy to get rid of you grifters, to get rid of you con men and women, to get rid of you trifling ass sociopaths. We're so happy to get your ass out of here. And make sure that we are keeping track of the list of tap dancing coons. Make sure we keep the list because they're gonna be over here trying to rewrite history. We know what you did. 50 Cent, we already got your ass on candid camera. And you over here trying to put up funny memes about Trump being kicked out of office. Girl, we already saw what you did. Kanye West, you're a whole fool for everything, from A to Z, everything that you ever tried and did for these last four fucking years. We're getting your ass out of here as well. Ice Cube, you already know. We literally spent so long toasting and roasting your asses. Interesting that you still want to call yourself Ice Cube because the heat that we didn't put on your ass, you should have been melted already. Waka Flocka, we got your ass on candid camera as well. Lil Pump, I heard that you was dropped by your label, so and that's probably the reason why you did it. Lil Wayne, a lot of you black men in the community, so disappointing, and it showed in the statistics that was put out about, demographics and who voted for Trump and who didn't, blah, blah, blah. We got your ass on candid camera. We're not gonna let you live it down, all right? There has been a lot of resistance from the administration. I wanna put this up from the Biden camp that said, girl, if you find it difficult to get your ass out of the hot seat, when it's time for you to, wake your ass up and move on out, Secret Service, we have no problem. The government has no problem kicking your ass out of the White House onto the lawn. It's giving eviction notice tease, just like the many eviction notices that many Americans had to deal with that you didn't give a fuck about. We're evicting your ass on out the house, okay? But yeah, there has been a lot of resistance. Trump was like, I won this election by a lot. He was over there golfing. I guess that's what he tried to do to soothe his mind. But it's really interesting because to me, I'm just like, why would you have to soothe something that doesn't fucking exist? He was trying to sue different states and they were shooting them holes down like I was watching Go-Go Power Rangers or something. It was just the courts were smacking them holes down, the judges were smacking them lawsuits down. I saw some official in Philadelphia say that, girl, he could sue a ham sandwich. It wouldn't matter because we were getting these votes legally. It was delicious to watch. Donald Trump, next time, like I said on my live stream, if you want some help stealing an election from Putin, make sure that when you suck in Putin's dick, do not use teeth, because it seemed like you was giving dry ass head. Like I said this in my live stream. It seemed like he was giving dry ass head. It seemed like your pussy was not serving what it was serving in 2016. That's why his ass was just like, girl, you're on your own this time, okay? And now lastly, I want to speak to the Democrats. Specifically, remember I mentioned Nancy. Nancy was up there. First of all, Nancy said, hey girl, I want to be Speaker of the House again. And I tweeted, I said, what happens with speakers that don't work in my household is that I plug them out and I turn them off, I plug them out, and I throw them in the bin. I throw them in the garbage, and I move on about my business. That's the first thing. The second thing, Nancy was saying that, girl, we need to stop moving towards the left. Don't move to left. Basically, the leftists are fucking everything up. That's what they've been saying for this whole time. Don't move too far left if you're trying to be successful. And I find that really stupid because you would never hear a Republican say, oh, reject their extreme right or whatever they see as an extreme right. You would never hear Republicans say, oh, we're not going to associate with just people on the far right. They literally utilize them, okay? And they activate them. And that's a lot of the reasons. I mean, we could talk forever about why I think the Democratic Party is trash, because it's just, I feel like that's obvious. And especially been watching me this whole time, you know that I think their ass is garbage. But a lot of times, instead of just saying, hey, we're centrist and we don't like y'all fucking leftists, they try to act like, oh, okay, well, leftists are cool, but we just can't move in that direction. No, girl, just say what you want to say. And I'm glad that AOC is up here saying that, okay, while y'all are dragging leftists and super progressive people, every single official who ran on Medicare for all, they won. Okay, a lot of you Democrats, you centrist ass Democrats have been getting dragged, but the really progressive ones have actually been winning all their elections. She said they've won all their elections, okay? While you're over here shitting on a party that's winning elections, you need to be focused on why the fuck this election was so close in the first place. Y'all was over here trying to manipulate shit, and it still ended up being so close underneath a president who let his fucking his people die by a virus. If this virus had not happened, Democrats, y'all would have been out of luck. Y'all would have been out of luck. Why you dissing progressives and leftists when they win in their elections? Y'all ain't got shit. Get with the fucking program. I'm telling you right now, the last thing I'm gonna say is that the work is not done. I know that a lot of people are just like, oh my God, Joe Biden won. Okay, Black lives, I guess they matter now. I guess LGBT people got all their shit. We ain't at risk. It's like, okay, we're still gonna have the same issues, and that's why we have to be on their necks. Okay? And like I said before, we all should be on their necks because what they do, what they say, the policies they create and enforce, they literally affect all of us. So just because they cute and oh my God, Democrats won, oh my God, just because that happened, and like I said, nothing will fundamentally change. It's giving very much black-owned prisons. We have to stay on their necks, period. But yeah, I'm glad that Cheeto has been crunched. Okay, and on that note, make sure you check out my Patreon at patreon.com/AdrianExpression. Early content and also podcast episodes every Tuesday. Thank you so much for watching. I love y'all so much. And make sure that you have a good goddamn evening.
Of my everlasting riches, I want your soul. This is more than just a myth, you better forego. I'm immortal.